Let's go. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the TLD podcast.
Woo! Yeah!
My name is Tom.
My name is Etana.
I'm Ian.
And welcome back.
Hey!
Yay!
Same spot. We're in the same spot as last time.
So this is episode 2. Let's get into it.
Those. Before we get into it, we did want to give a special shout out to our first comment on our video. Let's go! We might be butchering the name, but I think your name is Lave Eats. Thank you for the comment. I think the comment was something along the lines of, excited for this journey or excited to see you guys on your journey, and we appreciate that wherever you are. So keep watching, and thanks for watching, and we can't wait for more comments. Let's get it.
So today we'll be talking about some common assumptions that people have had about us throughout our lives.
A lot.
Which I think I'm really interested to hear what people have to say about you guys. And then we'll kind of go into how that plays into the social house dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then maybe a little story time.
Yeah, for sure. And as you can see, we're in our actual comfy clothes. I think last time you can see the fit. Like I'm wearing the Snoopy, I'm wearing the shorts. We're essentially pajamas. Last time we were at a 5-star party. No 5-star party for this time around, but wanted to make it more casual, so we're in our pajamas. Hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, very, very cozy.
Oh yeah.
Very cozy. Yeah, let's talk about assumptions.
Yep, assumptions.
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, I want to hear Tom's.
Okay.
Can we get Tom to start?
Yeah. Tom's gonna start this.
I'll start. I guess
do
we're
it.
going this way.
Yeah. We'll go like this way.
So I think mine is, as you guys know, I'm like very quiet, and usually people associate that with, oh, you don't like to talk to people. But
real.
I love meeting new people actually.
Me too.
And I love just getting to know people, because I think part of my personality is I'm very intensely curious. So not just in my interests and my hobbies and what I do, but also how I approach social situations, I think.
Yeah.
So I love just getting to know people, especially in one-to-one conversations where I can devote my full attention and my full curiosity into the conversation.
I love that.
With the other person. So I get to learn a lot of nice things, and I think that's also why I love traveling as well. Going to hostels and meeting loads of new people, because that's just the best way to meet new people, really.
Yeah. And you were just on that trip, bro. You were literally just you were just like,
That's right. Yeah. So I was actually I was in a trip to Nagano, and basically I stayed in almost every place I stayed at was a hostel. So that gave me a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of new people, just talk to them, and just get to know people. And for me, that's fun. For me, I find that really satisfying, really fun. So I think that's one thing about me.
That's dope.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, but I think we kind of talked about it in our first episode as well when we first met. You were a bit on the quieter side, but that for me, it didn't seem like because you were quiet you didn't want to interact with people. Right. It was just you were busy with your spaceship of a computer, and you guys can check out episode 1 for that. Literally, in this day and age, it's a spaceship. It's wow, spaceship. So.
He's definitely not the standoffish, quiet type of person. It's more just like a.
Oh, no.
No,
you're not. No, definitely not. Yeah.
Definitely not.
That's good too.
No, you're you still come off as very approachable, but it's nice that you are able to appreciate silence and appreciate the quieter parts of life.
Because a lot of people can't do that in this day and age too. Phones on the table, vibrating and shit. A lot of people can't do that. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, cool.
I love that. All right, you're up.
Next.
Yeah, we're going in order.
Wait, should we do an assumption about me? Actually, there are a lot of assumptions about me. So where do I even begin?
Whoa.
I guess I'll choose one that's not as controversial.
Okay.
What an intro. I'll give you one that's not controversial.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
But a lot of people assume that, I work in fashion. A lot of people assume that I'm kind of stupid for doing it, and that I have a mysterious source of income.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So a lot of people don't actually think that I've worked for what I have.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that like, oh, I've made it or anything like that. Like, far from it, and I have a lot to learn, especially here in the Japanese market. But I've had a lot of people just assume that like my parents are paying for everything.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and while that is true for a lot of people who are in that industry, it's full of like nepo babies, full of people who come from very privileged positions, and I definitely do acknowledge the privileges that I've had, like my parents helping with my undergraduate degree, for instance. But beyond that, like, they're not funding me moving to Japan. Like, everything that I've worked for, like, is from scratch. I don't have any connections in this industry at all. I come from a government town. But even a lot of my friends, well, ex-friends back home, thought that basically like my parents are just paying for everything. Even though during university I would work 2 jobs sometimes while studying full time. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying to see my own friends make those assumptions about me.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
I doubt they're even watching.
You know who you are. But just in case you are watching, you know who you are.
But yeah, I think that's like a pretty big assumption about who I am and like what I do for work.
Wow, that's like very, very surprising. I did not think that was the route that you were gonna go, but wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very, very deep. And
Thanks for sharing that.
That's
Of course, that's what we're here for.
wow, that was like deeper than I wasn't picturing. Wait, what?
Sorry, we're getting really heavy, right? Really early on.
That's real. That's real. Wow. I mean, from that, I guess I mean the assumption I was going to talk about is pretty light, but yeah, it's not anything off the chain. But I think for me, because I have such a open personality and I love interacting with people, amid that, because I tend to befriend women or girls more easily, and that stems from my parents getting divorced when I was in 4th grade and me living with my mom and my sister, and kind of understanding more about how that lifestyle plays into my lifestyle and kind of creating my identity. Naturally with that, I've noticed that I befriend, and then it's easier for me to befriend women or girls because I can talk to them a bit more easily, and I don't feel that I need to fit in, I guess, because there are topics that guys want to talk about and what girls want to talk about, whatever that may be. But yeah, it's essentially hard for me to kind of fit in unless I'm doing it naturally. So with that as some background, a lot of people in the share house think that the way that I befriend the girls and the women here is always on some sort of romance, or it's always on some sort of, oh, Ian's just like trying to get with the new girl, or oh, Ian's trying to build a connection with every girl in the house, he's a player, whatever it is. And at times, yeah, it honestly did get annoying, and it honestly did get to be a lot because I would see someone looking at me interacting with the girl. I could feel their eyes on me, just like, oh, there he goes again. And having that on me all the time, it's a bit of a tax. And when I first moved here, it was really difficult for me to kind of navigate that. But I got to a point where I'm just like, I don't care what you guys think. I'm interacting with the girls here because I feel like they're chill, not in a romantic way, and even if it is, it's none of your business. Say it is. It's not. I can do what I want. In accordance with the law, of course. Yeah, that's not in accordance with the rules and the law of the house. But yeah, a lot of people just assume that I would just chat to chat, and can't have friendships with them, right?
Right. That's it.
Yeah, and I think that but
so I think people forget that obviously friends can be of the opposite gender,
Yes.
It's normal,
Yes.
but
yes.
People just have a problem with that for some strange reason. So
it's
an unfortunate assumption,
especially in the context of Japan. So that I kind of want to tie that into Japanese culture, is that amid Japanese culture, obviously a very heteronormative society, a lot of people, or a majority of people, don't think that girls and guys can just be friends without there being any sort of emotional, like, oh, he's trying to get with me, or oh, he thinks I'm attractive, or it's a debate in the United States right now, right? The whole, oh, he's only friends with you because he's attractive, and if you weren't attractive, then he wouldn't be friends with you. I wholeheartedly disagree with that, but there are so many people out there that live by that, right? Or so many people that believe in that. So I don't know, for me it's kind of sad to hear that, but I've always felt that when it comes to a friendship, whether you're a guy or a girl or whatever gender you are, you can all be friends, right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like the people who do think that like men and women can't be friends with each other are just missing out on really, really good potential friendsps. Like,
facts.
look at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, people in their share house, already think that we're
There's something going on. There's something going on.
Like what? Come on, guys. Like we're doing a podcast. We're not hooking up with each other.
It just wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Work.
We're all on the same floor too. Like what kind of dynamics would that look like?
That would be so awkward.
Like who's going to whose room? Like what?
Yeah.
Like let me start there. Who's going to whose room?
Are the rooms even big enough?
Yeah, what
for all of us?
No,
We
they're
can't
not.
even fit in the same bed.
No.
It wouldn't work.
No, it's a madness, but
It's insane.
yeah, it's kind of wild. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the assumption that people have about me is that I try to chat to every single girl that moves in here because I'm trying to get with them. As crazy as that sounds.
But the fact that you stop caring about that and that you're just living your life as you want to live it, you're just naturally attracting the people who think similarly to you,
True.
right?
Yes.
So you kind of narrow down that target audience of friends. It makes it easier in a way.
It does. And I realized that once I let it go.
Yes.
Right.
Because once you let it go, you realize, the people that actually care about you or the people that really respect you, actually respect you, won't go away. They won't shy away, right?
Mm,
It's a beautiful thing once you realize that.
really is.
So much lighter, yeah.
Friendship is magic, guys.
It is. Magic.
Oh man. We need to go to bed.
it is 2 a.m.
Really, guys.
It's literally 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So this is that classic 2 a.m. energy right now.
Okay, any other assumptions?
I think that's about it.
Really?
I think that's the main one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Main
literally
one.
that's
my main
literally
one.
95%. Like I'm not even kidding. I would say 95% of this house thinks that. 95%.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a pretty big assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have seen it in action, as you said. So.
Yes. We've seen it in action numerous times already.
Yeah. Even on the way to
Yes.
film this, we went through the
Yes.
kitchen.
Yes.
We got the looks.
We got the looks. We got the looks. What are they about to do at 2 a.m. in this room? Yeah, we got the looks.
Film a podcast. Duh.
Well,
What else?
we're gonna do-
What else are we gonna do with the three of us? What else? The hell else are we gonna do? So.
Okay. Well, I have an assumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many
Go ahead.
assumptions.
Go ahead.
A lot of people assume that I'm really easy to sway. That they can just tell me how I should be or what I should do, and that I would just do it. Well, I'm not sure if they say it thinking that I actually will listen to them, but I get so much constructive criticism so often that I'm like, it has to be a me thing. Like, it has to be like they must think that it's easy for them to tell me like these things if they're just gonna say it. Like, I've met so many people who just barely know me, and they would just be like, oh, you don't actually want this career. You don't actually, like, this is actually unfulfilling. You actually want to have, like, a big, happy family. And
Damn.
Wow.
yes.
Whoa.
Yes. This is a guy I talked to maybe over a year ago now, and we only knew each other for, like, 2 weeks, and he was like, you're actually really lonely. And
Whoa.
Insane for him to say that.
Wow.
yeah, it was kind of insane.
That
and
is insane.
The
Yeah.
audacity of that.
Yeah. Wait,
audacity.
what?
Mm-hmm. So I get stuff like that quite often, from like friends, family, like people I'm talking to. Actually, the other day we can get into that.
Here we go. We gave a little brief, some in episode 1, but we're gonna talk about it now a little bit.
Yeah, so if we're done with the assumptions, then I guess we'll get into the story time.
I think that's what the people want. That's what the people want. They want the drama, and you guys are about to get it right now. Live, episode 2.
God.
Let's go. This is happening. Let's do it.
So long story short, like maybe a week and a half into moving to this country,
Literally.
I went on an accidental date.
An accidental date.
And I say that because I genuinely thought it was just a hangout. Because, he asked me the day before, like, hey, like, we should go check these things out. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, we have similar interests. Like, he's a creative, I'm a creative. Absolutely. And then we, we head out. And throughout this, day out, which was 6.5 hours, by the way.
Woo! Woo!
I felt like I was held
Wow.
hostage.
You love to hear that feedback, right?
Yeah.
Anytime. If anyone tells me that's the feedback they give me, I would just be so detrimental. I would be so sad. So sad.
Yeah.
You never want to hear that.
Hostage,
You know what?
guys. Hostage.
Hostage. Yeah, so because I slowly started realizing, like, you know, a couple hours in, like, oh, this is kind of giving date vibes. Like,
Uh-oh.
yeah, like he's bringing up his like previous girlfriend. I'm like, I don't know what this has to do with me, but all right. And then we ended up going to a coffee shop,
Oh.
and at this point, this is when I realized when he paid for my coffee, I was like,
Telltale sign.
Oh.
Yeah, telltale sign.
oh, we're in danger.
Yes.
Um,
I'm in danger. The meme. The Simpsons meme. I was gonna. I'm in danger.
that's literally me.
Yeah.
And they can, and they're witnesses, because when I was sneaking off to the washroom, I was like in the group chat, guys, save me. And at this point, I've only known these guys for like 3 days.
True, yeah.
I was like, this is so bad. And then,
oh my gosh.
yeah, and then I was sitting and I was like really tense, and he kept on pointing out how I was tense. And I was like, and he was like, oh, that's so cute. Were you nervous for today? And I was like, no, but what do you even say to that? Like, what do you even say to that?
What I want to know is, has anyone else gotten that feedback? Like, has anyone else experienced, someone telling them, "Oh, it's so cute that you're tense right now"? Like, I can't even picture.
Like, that just triggers your fight. Like,
Yeah, that's actually
like.
I mean, in hindsight, that could be dangerous. Like, if
Yes.
it's the wrong person, it could be very dangerous.
because like,
Yeah,
why
it's not-
do you
yeah.
think it's cute that
Yeah.
I'm like scared
Yeah,
right
that's
now?
Not, that's not. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's actually pretty bad. That's really
That's
bad.
just
Actually.
triggering
That's
me
actually
too.
really bad.
Serious.
Insanely bad, actually.
yeah, it's really bad.
That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh gosh.
Yeah, and then at one point he was turned to me and he was like, you know, Etana, you should be less agreeable.
Oof. Oof.
I don't want. I was like, my first thought was like, I don't think I'm that agreeable. I have a lot of enemies. Like, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
Back home, looking at you. Back home.
so many. Anyway,
So many friends.
anyway, but I was like, that's like a really weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Out of pocket.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Straight out of
And then
pocket.
he just kept on going on about how like, oh, it's like you don't have to have everyone like you. Like, it's actually great if people don't like you. A lot of people in the Sharehouse don't like me, and like, I'm fine with that. Yeah, we do live together. I don't think I mentioned that. This guy lives in the same building, and we've been ignoring each other for the past week, ever since we made it very, very obvious that I'm not into him.
Same word, people. So like I had something in my throat.
Anyway. So yeah, it's been really awkward. And then also like in hindsight, I should have like got him the weird vibes beforehand, because like I said, he's also a creative and he takes a lot of pride in his work, right? Which is great, but that doesn't mean that you can also shit on other people's work.
Right.
And actually, as a creative too, you'd think that you'd appreciate other like,
Agreed.
mediums.
Absolutely.
And if anyone would understand the creative process, it would be another creative.
Creative. Yep. Very true. Very true.
But whenever he would ask about my work, it would be in such a condescending way, where he'd be like, "Oh, like, what do you even do?" And I'd show him, and then he would just scoff at my creative briefs. I'm like, "What, dude? Like, what do you what? Why? What do you gain from this? Like, if you don't understand what I do, you can just ask like a normal person." And again, that's a thing that a lot of my ex-friends would do.
Sensing a theme here.
I'm sensing a theme. Why do all these people come to me?
Yeah, it's so messed up.
That's why he got me the special charm. That's why he got me the special like ward away evil spirits card.
Yeah.
It's on my door. It's hanging on my door now.
I love that though.
I thought it would help her a bit. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
Yeah,
I'll update
hopefully.
you guys.
I hope it works. Yeah, I hope it works.
Please.
Evil away.
Hell yeah.
She needs that in her
Yeah,
life
she
right
needs
now.
that. Yeah. We need that. We need positivity right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Am I missing anything from the story? I feel like so much happened.
Too much.
Too much happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you're like suppressing a bit of your trauma right now.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah.
I
There's a
kind
lot
of
to
am.
unpack.
I kind of am. Just like because I still want to respect his like, you know, his privacy and not air out our business. But at the
Very
same
noble
time,
of you, yeah. Even though you went through that stuff, yeah, that's still very noble of you. Yeah.
I think it's
being
like
the bigger person still.
I don't know,
I agree
man.
with that. Yeah.
Like, it's just so. I feel like I had to share just 'cause, like, it just shows another perspective on like living in a share house,
Yeah.
and because I know a lot of women out there are hesitant to live in a share house or a dorm situation because of things like this, or even worse,
Very
right?
true. Very true.
I think overall, though, people are pretty respectful. Like, I think it's just some people who don't understand those social cues,
Yeah. Stand out.
or who, I don't know, like giving this guy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was just like really, really hoping that we could get together, and he was really into me, and he just didn't know how to approach it.
But from Mars, from Mars, so he missed. But that was what he was going for.
Yes.
20%.
And like, you know, I gotta respect the confidence. But because I know that confidence comes from a sense of narcissism and a lack of self-awareness, and the fact that even after, like, when I made it clear that I wasn't into him, he's completely stopped talking to me at all, even as a friend.
Lame.
That's, I think, what really did it for me.
Very childish, by the way. That is so childish.
Yes. Yeah. So overall, as a woman in a share house, it has been a little bit overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think in one, like the one that we're in, where it's a fairly like 50-50 split for the, like, I'd say in terms of men and women, is not too bad. Like, I met a lot of great people as well.
Talking about us, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. I mean, we're doing a whole ass podcast right now, so it better be us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys are probably the best people that I've met here so far.
So nice.
Aww.
For now.
Aww.
That's so nice.
That's so nice.
For now. Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that shit to heart.
She's still up to say for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Just gonna cover all my bases.
It could
Still
change,
up to
and
keep
that
up.
could affect this podcast. No, I'm kidding. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, so like I mean, from, you know, paying from that story, I guess, you know, I could also talk about, you know, my personal experiences, but also just in general, the romance that is the share house, because there is a lot, you know, with 50 people, obviously, you know, there is going to be romance here and there, and, you know, some of it is serious, but some of it is, you know, on the lighter side. So I guess I could talk about some of the more legendary stories when it comes to that. And so I'm gonna give you the tea. No, obviously no names, but, you know, I'm gonna give you the tea. So number one, and this was by far probably the most insane story out of all the ones, and it's pretty juicy. So, you know, get your popcorn ready. This one's kind of crazy. So this stems from when I first moved here in 2021. Obviously, the house is new. 50 people, right? And there was a good balance between guys and girls. So obviously, yes, some people are looking for friendship, but most of the people were looking for a little, you know, something. Is it there? What's the vibe? Including me, of course.
Okay. Of course.
50 people, a good balance of guys. Yeah, of course. You know, I mean, look at this beautiful, you know, chill out room. Like, you know, some moonlighting, a little moon. You know what can happen. See,
that's why they think that we're doing stuff in
That's
here.
true. But that was also 2021. That was a long time ago. So the first time I moved here, everyone's new. Everyone doesn't really know how it works, right? Because it's 50 people in a shared space. But amid that, there was one specific girl who, again, I'm not gonna name names, but there was one specific girl who wanted to take that to, you know, an extra, you know, next level kind of vibe. And so for her, building a relationship wasn't so much long term, and it was more short term. Know what I'm getting at. And so amid that, this girl literally had an app on her phone where she had all of the guys' names in a wheel. And so every night she would spin the wheel, and whoever it landed on, she would go either knock on their door, literally, or send them a message online, which is essentially our text messaging app here in Japan.
Yeah.
And so with that, everyone, and she was open about it. She was very open about it, and I commend that. She's probably the most open about it. And so everyone knew what was about to go down. But with that, I think she got to about maybe 4 or 5 guys in the same house during that, a span of maybe not even a year. It must have been 6 months-ish. So that the pace was quick, guys. The pace was quick. And to this day, I always look back on that legend and I'm thinking, wow, ballsy, but also respect, because she was so open about it, and everyone knew, and she didn't care. So wherever she is, I hope she's doing great, and I hope she kind of figured, you know, her stuff out, and I hope she, you know, has a, you know, kind of in, you know, a good life based on that experience and has grown from that experience. But yeah, legendary.
Whoa.
Queen.
Girl, if you're watching,
Queen.
props to you.
Queen.
Props to
Good
you.
on you.
Queen. Yeah, good on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew what you want, you chased what you want, so.
Ambition, I like that.
Ambition, yeah. So yeah, there's obviously people who want the more short term, but I know some people who, you know, have the long term, and especially now, I think there's so many couples in the house right now. Right?
Long term, like,
long
they
term.
live like in the same room.
Yes, in the same room, and most of them, I mean, it's not, if not all of them, met here. They met at the Sharehouse. So, you know, if you are interested in kind of, you know, building a community that goes outside just friendship, maybe something more special, then you can also find that in these share houses, particularly the bigger ones, like the ones we're in. And I think that's also the beauty of it is it's not so forced; it's natural.
Yeah.
Through the community you build or the people that you meet frequently, you know, there could be a little spark that goes beyond friendship, and it's so natural, and that's the beauty of it. And that, you know, that also includes me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I met my ex-girlfriend here as well, and you know, it was great. She was great, and it was, you know, it obviously we're not together anymore, but the experience that we had building that friendship and beyond that relationship was something that I will forever hold in my heart, and you know, I hope she does too. And she is watching this, so she is gonna know that I'm talking about this. So shout out to you. You know who you are.
Hi, Ian's ex.
Hi.
My friends. But I appreciate the growth that, you know, I gained from that. So yeah, the share house builds, you know, excitement in that manner as well. It's amazing. It really is.
And honestly, it takes a lot of maturity for both of you guys to be able to balance, or anyone really who chooses to pursue a long-term relationship in the share house.
Very true.
Also maturity, figuring out how to navigate the relationship while also being mindful of the people that you're living with.
Right.
Especially because I think public signs of affection are quite limited in Japan.
Very true. Very good point.
Well.
Yeah, very good point.
So when you live in the same place, but that place is a public place,
Yes.
it's a tough line to balance.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
True. You have to be mindful of the people around you. True.
Yeah, but you also have to understand that no matter how mindful you are, people will always, you know, essentially, you know, talk about you guys, or they'll always have an opinion on you guys. And that's something that, you know, sometimes it does get bothersome. You know, it did get bothersome for me as well. But, you know, most of the time it was more so about me wanting to ignore that and focus on the relationship in itself, right? Like, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. And, you know, I think that comes with being in a share house of this size, is that people are always going to be talking about you no matter what. Or there's always going to be a yapper. There's always going to be someone that loves rumors and wants to start rumors that aren't true, or wants to spread rumors that are, whatever it is. And that's something that, you know, you need to accept, and it is kind of sad and whatnot, but also that's just part of the balance of the house. So
yeah, I definitely think living here, you kind of have to be okay with not everyone liking you, you know? And not in the way that one guy from the accidental date put it, but more so like you just have to be comfortable living as yourself and be okay with people having opinions of you, whether it's good or bad. So I genuinely think that if I moved here even like a year and a half or 2 years ago, the experience would have been completely different. I think I would have been miserable. I think that people definitely would have taken advantage of that and of my insecurities. It's also back then too, I would have been like 20, 21. So like
so young.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think that people definitely would have taken advantage of that. But yeah, so you sort of kind of have to be okay with people not liking everything you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess my next question is like for you guys, right? Because I got lucky. I was able to find like a partner here, and we were able to build something. Would you guys be able to do something like that, or because you know it's a you know usually people go their separate ways. Like, you know, some people are just like, you know, I don't want to do that in the place that I live. Some people are just like, because I live in such a community house, if it happens, it happens. So I think, you know, not just me, but I think that people want to know if you guys are on the same boat with that. Like, what are your thoughts on that? We'd love to hear.
Yeah, again, I think, like we were saying before, as long as you don't impede other people's, like, it's fine to obviously show affection for your partner, like someone that you're interested in, but just don't make it too weird for the people around you. Just be mindful of that,
Agreed.
You still have your own private time, you still have your own rooms, your own private spaces, you can go out for dates, you don't have to stay here. But I think it's always possible in these things, but again, just be mindful that you're living with other people. So that's the main concern. But other than that, yes, I think it's definitely possible. Yes.
So it could be possible for you then.
Guys,
you guys heard it here first. Hold up.
Tom's single. Someone hit him up.
True.
Someone hit him up.
That's true.
Listen, I mean, we technically we're all single.
We're all single.
We're all single.
all very
so,
single.
I mean, you can hit up any one of us, but
Well, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you.
Yo, how about you though? We're not gonna skip over you. No.
Oh,
Yeah. No, we're not skipping over. We're going.
That's a tough one. I mean, I moved here not wanting to be in a relationship with anyone ever again.
Ever again.
Ever again.
She said
Oh,
ever
wow.
again.
In or
She's been
out
through
of the
ever
share
again.
house.
Ever again.
Ever
With
again.
authority. She said that with her chest too. Ever again. Damn.
I honestly don't know. I think it'd be very difficult to live with that person. It really depends on what the nature of the relationship is. If it's an actual long-term relationship where there's very clearly like a long-term interest, then sure, yes. But if it's like a situationship, that's a little bit risky. I'd have to do some more analysis. I don't know. I'm really risk averse when it comes to relationships as is, but especially when it comes to this environment. Again, as I said in the previous episode, I just want to feel like part of the community, and I get along with as many people as possible.
True.
But I feel like having a relationship could cause some conflict. I don't know. Even though we literally just said to not care what other people think, at the end of the day, it still does cause some sort of friction.
Yes. Yeah.
That person would have to be really worth it, basically, is what I'm saying.
Special guy out there. Special guy in the house. Who knows?
You never know.
You never know. It's when
never
you're
know.
not looking. I'm telling you guys, it's when you're not looking. Because not me, like opening the kitchen door one day, looking over and just seeing, one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. Like,
Damn.
it's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just cooking pasta. Like,
How romantic.
I mean, honestly, sometimes that's all it takes.
Do you know the pasta turned out well?
No, it was Don't get mad at me. You know the story. Don't get mad at me. No, the pasta turned out well, but I wasn't paying attention to the pasta. I was just like,
No, you staring at her.
I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't staring at her, but I did notice that there was the spot open next to her. So I was just like, let me cook, but also cook. Double entendre there. Let me cook and cook and I mean, we got the chatting and it was just
It worked out.
It worked out, but so you just never know.
That's true.
You never know.
That's true. You never know.
Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm like, is this episode done yet? Like,
True.
can I go to bed?
True.
Basically, on the topic of relationships, we're going with that again. So with that, we still have to remember that we are still our own beings, we're still our own people. We all have our own goals, ambitions, and dreams that we want to achieve. And with saying that, when you get into a relationship, it's important to remember that that person is only there to kind of enhance what is already there. But they're not there to give you joy. It should still come from within, So in that way, it means that it's important, especially because, for example, if I use myself as an example, is I came to this country, I left everything behind, and I have a lot of things I want to do in this 1 year that I have for this working holiday visa. And because of that, it just means that I think it would be hard for me to focus on those things as well as a relationship as well.
Facts.
Not to say
Facts.
it can't coexist, these things, but the priority is still myself. As selfish as that sounds.
No, not selfish.
It's just about I just have to really remind myself that there's things I want to do, and I still need to make time for those.
That's facts.
So yeah, that's one thing about relationships.
Yeah.
Going into relationships when you're moving to another country, I guess for me.
I agree with everything you guys said, except for the parts where you said that you're being selfish. Because for a long time I thought the same way as well, and I was told in all my previous relationships pretty much that I was selfish for wanting to pick my career over settling down with them like relatively early. But it took a while to unlearn, but I definitely think that it's not selfish to pick yourself and to prioritize yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you have, right?
It's true.
As morbid as it sounds, like, we're all gonna die alone anyway.
Damn.
Even if
Damn.
you have someone and you're endgame and you grow old together, are you not gonna die next to each other? You know what I mean? All we have is ourselves.
Right.
So why would you live a life that you're going to regret? Or why would you make a decision that you know you're going to regret down the line?
Very true.
Or choose to be passive in the current situation
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and then regret being passive?
Yes.
Right?
Very true.
That's very true.
And one thing I think we mentioned before is that you always hear people saying that one of their biggest regrets is them getting married too young and not being able to do the things that they wanted to do while they could, but because they got married, they had to put all of that behind them, to leave it all behind, because they had these dreams, like and ambitions, all these things they wanted to achieve. But when you have marriage and then family, all you can make time for is those things. So for that reason, it's quite unfortunate, But yeah, sometimes we do need to remember that we have these things that we should do for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that some people don't find fulfillment in
Very
having
true.
a family.
Very
And
true,
that is
very
some
true.
people's goals, right? But I know that, I think for the three of us, at least, well, I don't know what three of us, but like at least for myself, I know that at this point in my life, I don't want to settle down right now. I think settling down right now would lead to a lot of regret. It would lead to a lot of, I would feel like I've wasted all my potential, and like my grandparents fled Vietnam to create a better life for like the future generations. So why would I put all that to waste?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And live a life
Very
that
true.
I would regret. So I don't know. I don't think it's selfish at all. I think that it's okay to choose yourself and to want something for yourself, because again, that's all you have at the end of the day, right?
That's true. Yeah. Deep Stuff, episode 2. Deep Stuff.
Get into it.
Here we are.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said before in the previous podcast, in the previous episode, we're not here to lollygag. This is the exact stuff that we want to talk about. We don't want to talk about surface level stuff. We do want to get deep. And I think that getting deep in regards to such topics can not only lead to our growth, but for your guys' growth as well. I'm sure there are a lot of people that resonate with what we're saying, and there's a lot of people that don't resonate with what we're saying. But the whole point of that is, we want to share our perspective just to get the word out. That hey, we think these ways, and we would love to kind of hear your thoughts, or what your comments are, whatever it is, and then we can all grow. Because I think that's the best thing we can do is grow through doing the podcast. And who knows, our perspective might change based on your guys' comments, and we will read all your comments. And so if you do comment, we'll make sure to give you a shout out if it's relevant, and also learn from the comments of what you guys think about what we're saying, and what you guys want us to talk about next. So with that, let's keep this energy going for episode 3. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching episode 2. Deuces.